Hey everyone, CC Underwood here, owner of the Selfless CC team. I am here with Justin Thompson. He's the owner of the Brightway Insurance here off of Hendricks Road. We use Brightway for all of our insurance needs for our home buyers. And we're gonna tell you a little bit about the reasons what you need to look for and why Brightway is such a great company to work with. So Justin, we want to make sure that homeowners and home buyers have the most education that they need right now and they're well equipped for buying a home in today's market. What are you seeing? Like, I've been seeing like our insurance rates are rising. Like, what's the reason for that?
Well, there's actually a lot of reasons, CC. The main reason is because of the last 5 or 6 years in Florida with these hurricanes and the catastrophic losses and the insurance companies have sustained from those storms. You have that on top of rising reinsurance costs. And then
reinsurance.
Yeah, reinsurance. So reinsurance in layman's terms is insurance on top of insurance. Insurance companies buy insurance for themselves to protect them in the event that a large catastrophic event occurs. So a hurricane, a catastrophic flooding occurs, and they have insurance that they buy for themselves to come in and take care of all the losses that they've sustained. So those costs have gone up, and then on top of that, you have litigation ongoing with a lot of contractor fraud and the cost that insurance companies incur from that. So it's kind of a triple issue with that right now, and that's making the insurance rates go up real high.
So all the claims from Black Creek and all those from the flooding that happened with Matthew and Irma, right? That's just us here locally. Think of statewide. Florida's a state got hit. Hit hard.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You are right. When Florida sees 6-7 years of back-to-back 100-year storms, we as consumers cannot expect rates to go down or stay cheap anymore. The rates are going to continue to rise until things even themselves out. And with that, we just have to be understanding that, if we see our rate increase, probably stay where you're at and then reach out to your agent. If your home's built prior to 2001, maybe get a wind mitigation inspection done if you haven't had one done. If your roof is newer, you need to update your agent to let them know that that's the case, because your rate would go down based on those discounts, which is huge. It could be anywhere from on the low end $200 a year to the high end over $1,500 a year. So definitely something to look at there.
We love discounts. So when a buyer's looking at a home, and of course they're looking at cosmetics, they're looking at updates. Is it pretty? What does the kitchen look like, right? Did the seller HGTV their house for you? But we as the realtors, we're looking at some of these functional pieces like the roof, the AC, and AC is one of those hot topics here along with the roof. So what are you guys seeing from the insurance world on what is needed for requirements to get insurance? So
from a selling standpoint and a buying standpoint, on older homes, right now we're seeing the underwriting guidelines tighten for roof age, the AC age, water heater age. So right now I'd say a composite shingled roof, which is the flat roof shingles, I'd say 10 to 12 years on that. The architectural shingles, which are the multi-layer ones that kind of look 3D-ish, those anywhere between 15 and 10 years of age. Water heater.
Is that 15. Even on the 30-year shingles?
Yeah.
So a 30-year shingle roof?
So when you have roofers come in and install roofs, they're saying, oh, this is a 30-year shingle, 50-year shingle, but that doesn't mean that someone in 17, 25 years is going to go sell the home with that original roof, and any new buyer is not going to be able to obtain insurance because it is an older roof. So from an insurance standpoint, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller as far as what companies are allowing those older roofs. So I'd say 15 years of age and newer on an architectural shingled roof, 10 years and newer on a standard composition shingled roof. Water heaters, 15 years of age and newer, and on the AC units, most companies allow those 20 years and newer. Some companies will go past that if it's in good working order. So as long as there's no issues or anything like that, but if it's malfunctioning or something like that, then definitely something you want to look at.
Yeah, with those hurricanes, I mean, usually the ACs aren't blowing away, so I'm glad to hear that we get 20 years or more. It's the shingles that are flipping off. So from Brightway perspective, I mean, what would you say to homeowners if they're looking to make a switch on their current insurance, or home buyers looking to get quotes? Like, why Brightway?
So we're actually the largest independent insurance agency in the entire state of Florida. So we represent close to 80 or more insurance companies. So coming to Brightway Agency, our specific agency, we can kind of shop the market, if you will, for you. Now, we do things a little bit differently here. Even though we have a plethora of companies to choose from, it's very important to make sure that that insurance company that we select for you, or that we recommend for you, is strong financially, or they're good with claims. Because at the end of the day, that's why you have the insurance. Not because the lender tells you you have to have it, or your realtor realtor tells you have to have it, but if something happens to the home, you want to make sure you're taken care of. And if that's the case, I mean, making sure you're with a good company is the most important thing.
That's so exciting. I love it. Just a personal story from us. I mean, obviously, I've used Justin Thompson on my personal homes for investment. So if you guys are also looking at investment properties, the roofs tend, if you're buying a home with the purpose of flipping it, or it does have an older roof. I know we were able to work something out like where there's a contract. So I know Justin is just ask questions. He's always there. If you have a question or, working on a scenario with a home, it's really good just to talk with Justin, talk with your insurance agent about your options, things that can be done. And even if you were looking to sell your home, we had a home that we were selling that had an older roof, and I reached out and I said, hey, is this roof insurable? Who will insure it? And that actually helped protect our sellers from not being able to put a new roof on. The buyer was fully aware. So there's a lot of good things out there for you if we're just educating ourselves, which is what we are doing today. So how can they get in touch with you?
So my office number is 904-399-1000 extension 3, and email address is justin.thompson@brightway.com. I'm literally available all the time. I'm here about 12 hours a day. If you want to have a question, if you think a property may be in a flood zone and you're kind of nervous or not whether or not you want to buy the property, just let me know. It's super quick to do. I can put together quotes fairly quickly as well, and I'm always accessible.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, my pleasure.